Nigga, I know, nigga. Do you remember I told you, nigga, not to take that 10 years of probation, nigga? I told you not to take that. I said, man, ask them people if you can go and do 2 years right quick. Hey, man. But shit. But. Hey, man, be honest with you, man. You really walked that shit down better than I could have. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie to you. But I had a 5 and I went back to prison twice, nigga. Yeah. Yeah. Now, really, what happened was, nigga, you became a household name. That really what happened. You know what I'm saying? Like before, motherfucker felt like you had to be a fan of rap to know who the fuck you was. Then you became a household name. And
all right, Mr. TALIAFERRO TV, I love this, man. I love this. So what you just watched was a very, I can't call it private because T.I. posted it to the public, but man, look, call it what you want. On my platform about a week or two ago, I had to say T.I. post fake news with saying Meek Mill was coming home on that Monday. I forgot, maybe a week or two ago, but I had to say it because I know how much T.I. loves Meek Mill, and I know T.I. was letting his emotions get in the way, and he was posting some news that wasn't true. And I was like, come on, Tip, you can't just be posting something you got from Say Cheese TV without a source behind that. And salute to Say Cheese TV. I wasn't trying to knock them. Somebody needed to post a source because fans got too happy. They're thinking Meek Mill's about to come home. But we get it. T.I. is T.I. had the chance to sign Meek or have Meek around him before Rose did. This is, T.I. has nothing but love for Meek. T.I. was dealing with some legal shit around the time that he had Meek Mill around him. So now looking at T.I., and say what you want about T.I., because T.I. comments on every social issue. He has forced his way into black spokesman territory. Say what you want about T.I. That brother has genuine love for people around him, and he genuinely cares about black issues. There is no question in that. And to see that conversation, for T.I. to post that, this is moments before Meek Mill was released, right? It just tells you how much this means to T.I. That brother has not stopped saying free Meek Mill. Him, Kevin Hart, Rick Ross, and these are obviously a lot of people on the ground. I'm just talking about in that celebrity world. Them brothers, I interviewed Fat Boy SSE. He ain't stopped saying free Meek Mill. But those three people specifically, T.I., Rick Ross, then Kevin Hart, they have not stopped championing Meek's name since he went in. And they've tried their best to get that brother home. And look, man, the brother is home. Listen, do I believe Meek Mill is perfect? No, I do not. No, I do not. Am I perfect? No, I am not. Do I believe Meek Mill and his team, they need to clean up the way he moves? Yes. Meek Mill is a superstar. After that Drake beef, and then he was in a public relationship with Nicki, Meek became a rap superstar. And you hear T.I. saying that in the video. You became a household name. You weren't just a rapper anymore. You beef with Drake, and you in a relationship with Nicki, you're more than just a rapper now. You're a household name. Once Meek became a superstar, there are too many people. I've seen the Chasers out in public before. Too many niggas in that team for him to not have everything together. I'm sorry. I know it's some real street niggas on the team. Somebody got to go back to school or something. So this nigga paperwork is always together. I've seen rappers pull it off in the past. And if Meek wants to have the superstar fame, he's going to have the superstar paperwork. So this does not happen again. Listen, man, I think Meek has to clean up the paperwork side of what he got going on. Because he did, he'll tell you he failed a drug test. He didn't do the right paperwork for video shoots. He didn't do the right paperwork for some traveling, right? Those are probation violations technically. But do you want me to sit here and believe that Meek Mill should have stayed behind bars for those violations? And I'm not talking about what's legal by the law. I'm just saying outside looking in, when I'm watching people find ways to get out until trial on murder cases, right? I'm sorry, morally, if I came from another planet and I came in and landed in the United States of America, and if somebody told me that this person is facing 25 years for murder, and this dude violated his probation that was upwards of 8 to 10 years old because of a failed drug test and or not filling out paperwork correctly when he travels, and nothing happened in the city when he filled out the like when he didn't do anything in those cities that the paperwork wasn't filed in. If he had did some crimes in those cities, that's different. But he didn't do anything. It's just the fact that he didn't fill out the paperwork. I would tell you that that's crazy, and we need to update the law, and we do need to update the law. I'm not saying Meek Mill is perfect, but when I found out how dirty that Philadelphia judicial system is, you know, when I found out that the county clerk was asking Meek for money while he was fighting for his life in one of his court dates a few months ago, when I found out that Meek's arresting officer was a dirty cop who beat the hell out of Meek Mill, and who knows planted what on Meek. Maybe he didn't plan anything on Meek. I'm not saying he did. I'm not saying he didn't. But he retired before they put him under the fire. And I'm talking about a Philly police officer named Reginald Graham, who was tied to Meek's case, right? He's been called a dirty cop. And when I found out there might be some personal bias from Judge Janice Brinkley, a black judge, right? I'm like, yo, come on, with all these technicalities, he at least needs to be at home until we clear this shit up. Prison is for the wolves. I don't want anyone in there and we don't know what the hell is going on. So let's figure all that shit out. And then if you want to go back and say, yo, Meek Mill, we found out he should be incarcerated. Okay, whatever. But with all those technicalities and he's locked up, nah, bro, that wasn't right. And even I had to change my stand and say, damn, just get the nigga out of there. Just get him out. I'm tired of doing videos on this. My people want to know what's going on, but I'm tired of this. T.I. post his message with Meek Mill moments before Meek Mill has been released. Thank you guys for the time, love, support. Don't take it for granted. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, all that great stuff at itsmrtaliaferro for more information on Meek Mill and the decision to get him home. I'll have updates on that this evening. I've been told that the person who's going to give me that inside information, they're going to get back to me this evening. So follow me on those social platforms if you want to know what's going on and more. I'm out.
I want to salute you, homie, you know, for building your own thing and doing your own thing, creating your own platform, your own website.
I got one life to live out my dreams, and I'm giving this thing all I got. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I represent the culture.
Right now you're turning up on MrTaliaferro.com, shawty.